The phrase "men have needs" gaslighted me into thinking women didn't for so long. When I was 15, I caught my first boyfriend cheating on me. He told me that he would only stop if I start putting out. I told my stepdad. My stepdad said, well, men have needs.
So when it comes to intimacy, women are always advised to give to their husband or their boyfriend, whatever, what their partner do. They always tell your partner has needs. They have needs. Always, give them, even if you're not in the mood. Even if so far he wants it, make sure you give him. In fact, you see a lady that decides to be celibate and she's in a relationship and people are asking you like, how are you satisfying your partner? And they'll be like, I'm celibate. In fact, most men don't even want to be with a lady that is a celibate. They'll be like, okay, you're not ready to do the do, then why are we in a relationship? In fact, most of them always want to talk you out of being a celibate, or they deceive you and get to the stage whereby you trust them and just give it to them. So one thing I want to drive at is people always tell you that your partner has needs and forget about your own needs. So in this video, we're talking about two things. We're talking about when people tell you your partner has needs, and then the second one is these men, when they tell you that they are not interested in a relationship and they show you that they are two different things. Them telling you they are not interested in a relationship and showing you that they want to be in a relationship is two different things. So you have to be careful, ladies. So let me go ahead and roll some videos for you all to watch to the end, and I'll be back to share my thoughts at the end of the video.
The phrase "men have needs" gaslighted me into thinking women didn't for so long. When I was 15, I caught my first boyfriend cheating on me. He told me that he would only stop if I start putting out. I told my stepdad. My stepdad said, well, men have needs. With those words, I hunkered down and decided to sleep with him, and he kept cheating on me. I had sex for the second time in college with my boyfriend when I was 18 when I found him cheating on me, to which he said, men have needs. So I tried to act like I had a raging libido so I could drain him of needing to be with anyone else. And he still cheated on me. I decided one day that I would no longer sleep with people unless I wanted to. I thought that was the end of me feeling pressured to men's needs. Then I would get in relationships and a day would come where I had the audacity to be tired. The last time I fell asleep watching a movie with my boyfriend, he woke me up and I was like, babe, I'm too tired. Can we not tonight? So he purposely didn't sleep, excessively tossed and turned all night, sitting at a 90-degree angle. When at 4 a.m. I finally said, are you okay? And he said, no, I can't sleep. You know what would have helped me be able to go to sleep. So I got up and went home. Every time I'm on my period, bloated, it hurts to hinge at the hips. I don't really want to be seen naked because I feel fat. Is your mouth on your period? I'm on my period, the whole thing. Why don't you make me some tea? I mean, I want to say that. I promised my therapist I'd say that, but at some point I just started giving in again. All it takes is them to go, and I know if I don't, I'm going to start getting cheated on. And I know I'm either going to start getting cheated on or they're adding this to their mental tally. Have I used my sick days this month? I can't call in 2 days in a row. At some point, I was back in the routine of doesn't matter if I want it, I need to do it anyway. Men have needs. I met a nice church guy. We were talking about our life together. I told him I'm celibate. He said, that's great. Just know men have needs and I'm going to be sleeping with other people, but as long as you're fine with that. I've been shamed so much that I don't even bother processing if I want it because it doesn't matter. I have to do it anyway. So let's just get the show on the road. Getting shamed for not being super adventurous and super excited. Because the truth is, I don't even know if I want this. And then imagine my primary reason for doing it because I don't want you to get mad at me. And then you get mad at me anyway if I don't have a climax because men associate that with their ego. So I'm doing it so you don't get mad. And then while I'm doing it, I'm super stressed out because I have to climax because if I don't, you're going to get mad. And if I start my period, you're going to get mad. And if I'm tired, you're going to get mad. And now little gestures like a hand around my waist when I'm cooking stresses me out. And I don't want to be touched because I feel like you're going to force me to have sex with you. And the thing is, my experiences are not abnormal. I know so many women who have the exact same stories.
I'm mainly replying to this comment because I want every single person, especially the men, if you follow me, I'm shocked. But I want you to click on this comment and go back and watch every single second of the video that it is attached to. And then come on back and we'll chat about it. All right. So I know I joke a lot. I joke all the time, but this topic is super serious to me because this has been my entire life's experience. And now that I've been celibate for almost 4 years, I think about it all the time. I know that sounds, counterintuitive. If I'm not having any of it, why am I thinking of it? I'm thinking about it as like revisiting history, like looking back over my life and contemplating, like, the fuck was I doing when it came to schmex my entire fucking life? I think back now and I have to say that probably 87% of the time, I didn't want it that much. A full 87%. Like the woman said in the video, you did it out of obligation. You did it so he wouldn't stray. You did it because you're supposed to. You did it because it was time. You did it because it'd been a couple of days. All of it. All of it I did. And recently, and it's not addressed in the video, but I started thinking about how after you have a baby or any kind of, female surgery, it's always like, well, how soon will she be back up and running, doctor? Always. And then all the men always pressuring the women, the doctors say 6 weeks, and then, hey, maybe she's not ready for it. Maybe she's not feeling great. Maybe she's not sleeping. Maybe she didn't heal fully. Maybe a whole bunch of shit. But the consideration is never, and the way it's put is never whenever she wants it, sir. No. She'll be ready for it in 6 weeks. Fuck cares what she wants. Nobody cares. It never even came up in any of those doctor appointments, in any of the books that we read. It's all 6 weeks. The end. Who the fuck cares how you feel, broad? We know you just pushed a baby out of there, but whatever. You don't want him to stray, do you? And it's just sickening to me to contemplate after 50 years on this earth how many women feel the exact same and how many men don't give a shit that we've just been doing it out of obligation. That's so freaking weird. Like I made a video recently talking about how one of my exes said he would always be fine going on vacation with me to the beach or whatever, even though he hated the beach. And I'm like, I don't want to go anywhere with somebody who doesn't want to be there. That's asinine. Yet all day long and 6 times on Sunday, men all over the world do not give one flying fuck if the woman they're about to get in bed with wants it or not. And I just want you all to know that's how we feel, guys, most of the time. You're not laying it down. You're not getting us off. You're not doing much of anything other than pleasuring yourself. And I want you to know that we don't want to be there.
There's no amount of XCX you give your partner that guarantee him sticking with you to the end, or not even cheating on you. There is no amount of sacrifice you give your partner when it comes to XCX. When I mean sacrifice, is you don't want it. You clearly don't want. You're not in the mood. Probably you're sick. You just put to bed. You just had surgery. Something though. Or even naturally, you're not just in the mood, and you just, you know what? Let me just give him because I don't want him to look outside. If he still look outside, if he's that kind of person. So in comment section of one of these videos, so I'm going to read the comment out. This one said, when I worked as an oncologist, we had a woman going through chemo, and was in late stage cancer. Her husband came in every evening for a BJ. She felt obligated and it was truly sickening. If you don't know what BJ is, you should know, because I know people watching my channel are very matured. See, she was going through chemo. She's in her last stage. She was in the late stage of cancer. But what is in that guy's head is to come to the hospital and still get certified. They make it look like, okay, you know, you're dying, you know, I'm still like, you're sick, I don't want to look outside, so try satisfy me because I have needs. The way they make women to feel like you must always satisfy your man's needs. Let's talk about cesarean section. During cesarean section or after cesarean section, the doctor will tell you you resume sexual activity after 6 weeks. You see the partner asking, when is the next time, or when are we going to start this thing? When are we going to go back to bedroom activities? He's asking that because he wants to know. And the doctor will say, in 6 weeks. Not when the woman is ready. Not when her body has healed. You all, cesarean section 6 weeks, your body has not healed. Trust me. Your body has not healed. In fact, 6 months, you're still feeling the pain in those stitches. So they are telling you that in 6 weeks. So if it's your partner that is really paying attention to this and really wants to, you know, you start marking calendar. Oh, it's almost 6 weeks. Oh yeah, pull your legs. Even if you don't want to, they'll do it. I mean, I see those things as rape. Another comment regarding this cesarean section. There says, after an emergency C-section, my son's father said he didn't want to wait 6 weeks and forced me to do it in the hospital. He did it in the hospital. Do you know the crazy part of this thing is, she might come out of the hospital and find out that her son's father or whatever has been cheating on her. What is your take on people telling women on how to satisfy their men, how to tell women that their men has desire? Always try to give your men what they want so that they're not going to look outside, but eventually that does not guarantee them looking outside. So what's the point of you sacrificing yourself? Like the lady that has cancer, and the husband keeps coming to the hospital to get BJ. My own is that the nurses, they don't have a choice. It's just man and wife situation. Let me go ahead and roll the second video for you all to watch, and I'll be back.
A man can manipulate you with a lie, and he can manipulate you with the truth. But the men who really are master manipulators, they're the ones that's going to tell you the truth because they understand that you're going to tell yourself a lie in order to stay connected to them. I've even heard a quote that said, you don't even have to lie to a woman. If she likes you enough, she going to lie to herself. And this is how you end up getting tied up with a man who not going to give you anything you need. You meet him and he be like, hey, I'm just letting you know I'm not ready for no relationship. But he still wines and dines you, still brings you flowers, still spends the night with you, still has sex with you, does all the things that he would do if he was in a relationship with you. And you fall for that. And you say, well, why you treat me like this if you don't want to be with me? He going to be like, I told you I didn't want to be in this relationship. That's the trick. The truth gives him the power over you because you get to make all your decisions. And then when you start tripping on him and telling him, well, you did this and you did that, and I thought this and I thought that, he's gonna be like, no, but I told you. So I know that most men who are really manipulative don't even be lying to women. They tell women the truth. The only difference is they'll tell you the truth, I'm not ready for a relationship, but they'll do the exact opposite of what they said. So if what he says is not matching what he's doing, then 9 times out of 10, you are being manipulated. If he tells you he loves you, but he's not doing anything to prove that to you, that's manipulative too, because he'll tell you what you want to hear, but he will never do the things that align with what he's telling you. So how do you know you're not being manipulated? Words match with actions consistently. And the minute the words stop matching the actions, or the actions stop matching the words, you know that this is not a serious person. Consistency is the telltale sign of if a motherfucker real with you. But I believe in trusting your intuition, asking God to reveal people to you, making sure that you don't give so much of yourself to where you invest too much and you feel like once you find out the truth, you can't walk away. Because that's what we do. We fall in love with behaviors and with words before we give people time to prove if that's who they genuinely are. Don't just see how they treat you. See how they treat other people. See how they treat waiters and waitresses. How do they treat their parents? What do people tell them about themselves? What do their families say? Have you been around him in different rooms and different environments? Have you seen the way he interacts when he's angry? Have you seen how he acts when he's under stress? Have you seen how he is when he's away from you and when he's with you? That's how you will know. That's how you'll know. Time and patience.
One thing that men are good at is manipulating you. They manipulate you to the point that they tell you the truth. Most of them will tell you the truth with their words. They'll tell you the truth because they know that you will tell yourself the lie. They tell you, I'm not interested in a relationship now. Or maybe you're someone that wants to get married and be like, oh, I'm not someone that want to get married to a slim girl. Probably you're slim. I want someone that's kind of chubby, or I don't want to get married to a black lady. I want a white girl. You know, they kind of tell you, they tell you the truth, but then you, as a lady, you try to tell yourself a lie and be like, I'm going to make him fall in love with me. I'm going to make him want to marry me. I'm going to make him be in a relationship. Like people usually be in a relationship. People usually fall in love with me when they meet me. He has already told you he doesn't want to be in a relationship with you, but he keeps doing things that results to being in a relationship. E.g., a man telling you he doesn't want to be in a relationship with you, or he doesn't want to be in a relationship now. He's not ready for commitment. He says that I'm not ready for commitment. I don't want to be in a relationship. Then the next thing, buying you gifts, calling you, texting, taking you out on a date, sending you gifts, money, doing everything, like showing you care and affection, even after he told you that he doesn't want to be and he's telling, then later when you're not asking him like, what's all this? And he's like, I'm kind of confused. I'm just kind of confused. I don't know. Like sometimes when I look at you, I don't know. He has already told you what he wants from the beginning. Listen to that. That is why women, I always say it, if your goal is marriage, if you still want to get married in this world, in this system of things, and you are with a man that is, so most of them will tell you they're not ready for marriage, or they'll tell you, or they're not even putting mouth close to marriage, leave. Because at the end of the day, you become baby mama. At the end of the day, they are not even going in fact, you just waste your years with them. The years that you can't get back, you waste it with them. Because the next person they are going to date, they're going to marry the person, and you now start feeling that you are the problem. You are not the problem. Most of the time, these men show, in fact, some of them don't even say it. They show you the truth. I personally feel like whatever you say in your mouth, sometimes might not be, because some men will tell you they will love bomb you, tell you how much they love you, but later they'll start showing you who they are, little by little. Sometimes you watch actions. Once you start seeing some, just know that is who they are. And you all know, we are preaching, always live at the first red flag. Because if you stayed after the first red flag, you're not living. You're not living, you're going to feel like you can manage, you can change the person, which you cannot. And at the end of the day, you will still live in the next 5 years because of that first red flag. So why waste your 5 years thinking that the person can change? Because that is what they're going to use against you. Like, don't you know, or did you not know that that was how I was when I started, or when we met and all of that? Didn't you know that this is the kind of person I am? They will go back and tell you things like that. So this is just like an advice and reminder. Don't let these men manipulate you to thinking they are telling you a lie, or they're telling you the truth, and you want it to be like a lie, or how will I put it, you all? Don't let these men manipulate you. Stop letting these men manipulate you. They know they can manipulate you. They are good at manipulating. They have channels that they watch. They have videos that they watch. They have books they read to learn how to manipulate women, how to make women fall in love with them even when they are not serious. They are going by the books. Most of them are even going by advice from their fellow men, right? So once they know the kind of person you are easily manipulated. You are easy targets. They will get you, and that is it. Anyways, what is your take on these two topics we talked about today? Let me know your thought down in the comment section respectfully. It's your favorite girl again, Maria David. And please, you all subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's keep growing, and turn on the post notification bell so when I post another video, you get notified immediately. And of course, you all, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.